Welcome back to TV5 News at 9, everyone. Joining us this morning, we have Lynn Pavlak, General Manager at Bay City Bridge Partners. Thank you for being here. How are you?
I'm doing great, Blake. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for coming in. We have lots to talk about. So, of course, we are talking about the Liberty Bridge soon reopening after complete rehabilitation. But we also want to know what Bay City Bridge Partners is. So can you start us off with what you guys do?
Of course. Just to give you a little background, I don't know if you're aware, but 1 in 3 bridges in the United States needs to either be repaired or replaced. So United Bridge Partners, which is often referred to as UBP, was created to pretty much address that problem. So who we are is we are a privately funded organization, and we come in and we provide those funds to the local municipalities to help basically relieve the burden from those cities.
Okay.
And what's unique about United Bridge Partners is we absorb 100% of the risk. We design, construct, operate, and maintain toll bridges.
Oh.
And then Bay City Bridge Partners is essentially the local subsidiary for United Bridge Partners.
Gotcha.
So I guess if I could just even give you a little bit more background on how we got to where we are. So both the Liberty and the Independence Bridge in Bay City were experiencing a lot of unforeseen closures. The city was frustrated, so they looked at, what could they do? Because it was absorbing a lot of their transportation budget. So they hired an independent organization that looked at all of their opportunities. The results of that came back, and it was determined that they essentially did not have the financial resources to put in the capital investment that was required to fix the bridges, as well as the capital investment to maintain those bridges. So the city was very deliberate and took a very systematic approach to try to understand what their options were. They looked at funding. They looked at a regional level, a local level, state level, federal level. Unfortunately, that was unsuccessful. They then went to the Bay Area Chamber of Commerce and did a survey. So they asked the people, what if we close these bridges? The results showed nobody wanted either the Independence or Liberty Bridge closed, nor did they want higher taxes. So of course the city then looked for innovative solutions, and they did a transparent and open RFP process, and that's where United Bridge Partners was selected.
Okay.
So we signed an acquisition and development agreement with them in January of 2020, and then we signed the Liberty lease in August of 2021 and started construction in December of 21. So that brings us almost to where we are today.
Here we are, yes, and we've been, I know we've been covering it here and there when you guys have updates for our drivers out there. When do you expect it to reopen to traffic, and what are those differences that drivers may notice?
So we are on track for substantial completion of construction by the end of the year. So just a few short weeks away, we'll be complete. And what drivers can expect, it's essentially a new bridge. It is all new deck surfaces, smooth deck surfaces. We have all new electronic equipment, a new control panel in the bridge tender tower, new and refurbished mechanical systems. So some of the frustration in the closers were due to issues with opening and closing the bridge. So those mechanical systems have all been upgraded as well. So yeah, it's going to be it's going to be amazing once it's done.
Oh, I love to hear it. Of course, with the reopening comes the tolling. Just run us through how that might work.
So for the tolling in the city of Bay City, I know tolling is new to the community. I get it. I live here too. So I appreciate the opportunity to come and chat with you today, just to try to educate people. We will be distributing transponders. So a transponder is a small sticker tag that you will affix to your windshield. We have all electronic tolling, so that sticker tag will send a radio signal to our tolling gantry. That's how we will know, who's using the bridge and be able to process those tolls accordingly. So what I really encourage people to do is, because we have different rates, whether you have a transponder, whether you are a citizen of Bay City, or a non-resident of Bay City or a commercial or business owner.
Okay.
But you have to have the transponder to ensure you get the lowest rates for your type of vehicle. So please, I encourage you, everyone, even if you don't live within the city, you live in Saginaw, Saginaw Township, you know, Midland, the surrounding areas, I encourage you to go to our website, pre-register. It's baycitybridgepartners.com. You can pre-register. The transponders are free. There is no cost for the transponder itself. Those are free. But we do have the resident discount. So Bay City residents are free until 2028, but you have to have the transponder because that's our only way to know that you're a resident. We also offer a monthly subscription. So for those that are not resident, that do live within the Bay County region, again, Midland, Saginaw, or other surrounding areas, the transponder is free, but we offer the monthly rate. It's $15 for a monthly subscription for passenger vehicles, and it's unlimited crossings. And that same monthly subscription will be able to be used on both bridges once we have the Independence Bridge done. So you won't need to have 2 transponders. You won't need to pay 2 subscriptions. It's once and done. You know, you'll have one for both bridges that we operate.
And when I know lots of us waiting on Independence Bridge too, are there going to be regular updates for when those come?
Definitely. We would love to come back and chat with you. We are currently working with the city and the city commissioners on the lease for the Independence Bridge. So that should go to the city commission meeting here real soon. And once we have that finalized, then we'd be more than happy to come back and fill you in on all the great details for that as well.
Yeah, we would love that. So advantages to using Liberty Bridge now when it reopens, what is that?
So the advantages, it will be the convenience. It will be the most direct route to get from the downtown business district to the Midland Street business district. It will save people time because it is the most direct route. There could be more traffic and congestion on the other bridges, so it'll save them time from that perspective. Save them wear and tear. They won't have all those extra miles on their vehicles if they choose an alternate route and go around. And then fuel, be fuel savings as well. So essentially, save them time as well as money to use that bridge.
Music to our ears.
Exactly, exactly. I like to refer to it as when the Liberty Bridge opens at the end of the year, it'll be the best bridge in Bay City.
Oh, I'd love to hear that. And I know lots of us are eager and waiting. So for those Bay City residents to see if they can qualify, or maybe outside residents who want more information, where can they go exactly?
They can go to our website, baycitybridgepartners.com. You can email us if you have question at baycitybridgesinfo. baycitybridgesinfo@unitedbridgepartners.com. But check out our website. We have a lot of links on there, a lot of information about tolling, about transponders. Again, pre-registration is on there. The city map, we also have a link for those of you who are curious, like, do I live within the city or do I not? There's a lot of people at Bay City addresses that live within the townships. Bangor Township, Monitor Township, Hampton Township. So the free for city residents, you have to live within the city limits. So you can check that out on our website if you're unsure. You can go there, there's a link, and you'll be able to figure out if you live within the limits or not.
I love it. Lynn, this has been great. Before we go, lastly, anything else you want to say you didn't get a chance to, maybe to highlight the crews that you guys have been working with, or your own crew?
Of course, we could not have done this without the amazing staff that we have. Both the United Bridge Partners and local Bay City Bridge Partners staff, our local unions, we pride ourselves on hiring union workers. We have our carpenters union, our laborers union, our iron workers, our operators engineers, our millwrights. We have several other union organizations like Clements Electric, R&R Ready Mix. We work with HIMCO, we work with Bay Aggregates, we work with Spice. I mean, there are so many. I apologize to those of you that I did not have an opportunity to say your name, but we appreciate all of them. And I will say, we have been 100% accident-free. So safety is our number one priority, and safety, and then obviously quality of the product. So they've been awesome to work with. Thank you to all of our partners out there.
Well, kudos to you and all of your team. Thank you for coming in this morning, sharing all this great information.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. And then to get a recap of all this great information, you can find all of it by going to our website in the hot links section. That's at WNEM.com.